2nd of February, a new video popped up for Bigfoot. The guys that did it are on the YouTube channel We Do It Outdoors, and this video has garnered a lot of attention. It's been on the news, it's been in a few newspapers, it's been looked at by different YouTube channels, all that good stuff. As of right now, it has well over 500,000 hits, which is pretty good. So the video starts off pretty strong. The guys are out Salt Forks State Park in Ohio. They really have some nice gear. I mean, I'm not going to say professional cameras, but they have a couple GoPro Hero Blacks, some DJI drone stuff, and they really put them to effective use. The first bit they start off, they go into this little gully and it's full of these animal skeletons, old bones and whatever. And then they move along to some really nice drone and camera pans of these old caves, which really sets the mood for a big mystery. So you start watching, and you start getting all anticipation filled and like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? Out of the blue, the drone starts to pan up and you hear these scary screams. So right after that, they start to fly around with their drone and they, I'm not sure quite how they spotted it, but they see these two black blobs. I would say they look like tree roots or tree trunks or whatever from fallen trees. And they point at him and say, look, there's Sasquatch. To me, having flown a drone plenty of times, they look nothing like a Sasquatch. It looks like the bottom of a tree, and the other mark maybe a bush or whatever. It might be someone moving in the bushes, the one on the left, I'm not sure. So the next scene happens, and the guys are using their cameras, and they're pointing them into the woods, and they're watching this figure walk around, and it kind of looks like it could be something, but when you slow it down, you really start to notice some discrepancies. It walks like a dude walked through the forest. So my first thought was it's probably some homeless guy looking for a snack. He probably got lost in the state forest because he's rummaging through garbage cans. But once I started slowing the video down, it really looks like a guy walking around with his hands in his pockets. You know, with an old Charlotte Hornets jacket or whatever that he painted black, or Los Angeles Raiders from the 90s. It's really not that impressive.
You can see all the hair.
So I started using my video editing program, and once you slow things down, you zoom things in, you really start noticing some discrepancies.
You'd be stupid to walk out here in a suit. You'd get shot.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So here's a spot that I decided to slow it down and zoom in. And if you take a close look, you can see a back pocket, and then you can see the jacket that's sitting well above the pants. I didn't know Bigfoot fur would stop right below the back and indent in. Anyways, another look at the back pocket is there. Very, very easy to see. To me, there's something wrong here. It looks quite a bit like a scam. Here's a better look at the pocket. You can see it right there. And you can see right above it the black ridge of the jacket that he's wearing. I mean, come on, man. Do you think people are stupid? Wait, yes, you do. And you can also see some gloves that he's wearing right there. You notice how the arms are furry, then the gloves are black. There's nothing on the hands. So a large part of this video consists of this guy wandering around the woods. I'm not sure why. Maybe he lost his keys. Maybe he's trying to find a place to have a shit. I'm not sure. But it's pretty fake.
Black. Is that gray? Is that snow?
As the video moved along, something really struck me. Wait a minute. The description tells it all. This video, in my opinion, was purely recorded for nothing else than to grab some funds from the ever-popular Bigfoot shows and videos and stuff that people post. That's all it is. They got all these beautiful cameras, they got these great drones, and yet they're sitting there in the woods, hiding and peeking around, whispering, while there's obviously a guy in a jacket walking around. Like seriously, fuck this dude do? Lose his keys, lose his lunch in the forest? Oh, must go looking around for it. Then we come to the real pièce de la résistance. This. What the fuck? Is this a new special Samsquantch? You cannot tell me that this is the same beast. I know I've seen this before. Here was something in the news a little more believable.
Can we still be here?
So as you can tell, I really don't believe this video is real. I may get flack for it, I really don't give a shit. But when you can see a guy's gloves, bottom edge of his jacket, and it's like a homeless dude strolling in the forest for hot dogs or some shit, then you know something's wrong. And when they're begging for a GoFundMe to support their cameras, that really tells you what the video is really made for. And that's my take.